Bing bong! Welcome to the Cineboiz podcast. Guys, it's another week. Another exciting week. I haven't talked to you guys in so long. How you guys all doing?
Great.
Good. I can tell that the energy is, I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm really liking it today. All right. So we are the we are the Cineboiz podcast. We are part of the Cork Bats podcast network. If you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing, rating, liking, reviewing, all that good stuff. Tell a couple friends. It's great. Thank you so much for listening. If you are watching on the Cork Bats YouTube page, again, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing, liking this video. You can also, when you follow and subscribe to the Cork Bats YouTube page, you get plenty of fun Cork Bats content. So we highly recommend it. A lot of good stuff on there, not just our podcast, many other things. Plus, you get to see our faces, our cool graphics. You don't get graphics on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. They don't tell you that when you sign up for your premium membership, but you don't get them. So there's that. But yes, we're part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network, not a sports podcast. So I don't think. Tom, what kind of shirt is that?
This is a softball T-shirt.
Damn it.
So sorry.
That's a bummer. Well, hey, it's okay. And then I don't think there's any other sports.
Got on right there.
Are there any other? Oh no. Oh no.
Look at that, baby. Yeah.
Stanley
just
Cup.
Gander at that. Oh yeah.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. We won it.
Okay, well, we're not a sports podcast, but congratulations to the Blues on winning that Stanley Cup years ago.
2019.
2019.
Let's go.
Okay.
I saw only one team won it that year, and it was the Blues.
That's true.
Facts.
True. It's funny that within the same calendar year, the Blues and the Chiefs won the championships, their respective championships.
It was like a really good 8 months.
It was a wild year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the Stanley Cup travel? Like, if you win it, it just goes around to, like...
Yeah, if you win it, every player on the team gets it for a day.
Okay. What do you
Imagine
think?
the stuff that thing has seen.
It'd
Yeah.
be an NC-17 rated movie.
I would
Like-
see that movie.
I've heard rumors that
Would you?
the team poops in it. They take turns pooping in it.
Like,
God, I
take
hope
turns
not.
or all at the same time?
I don't know. I
People-
can't confirm one way or the other.
They eat and drink out of it, so
I don't
I
think...
mean-
there's no way. You can't...
I
why
mean-
would-
Hockey players are crazy, dude.
Yeah, but you work
Yeah.
so hard every year to try to win the Stanley Cup. I feel like if you get it for a day, the last thing that you want to do is disrespect it in such a way.
I don't know. If Alexander Ovechkin pooped in the Stanley Cup, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah,
That
think
guy
about
was
it
drunk
too.
for 2 months.
When they have it, they're drinking out of it, so they're wasted. And so when you're wasted, bad ideas sound good.
That is a really
Someone
good
has
point.
definitely thrown up in the cup, guaranteed.
Oh,
Oh,
for sure.
100%.
I can see that.
Multiple
But
vomit.
that's like I feel like pooping in the cup is very intentional. This is not good. I don't like where this is going. I don't.
You say that, but
This the direction of this. Well, anyways, I'm
Could
gonna
you
go
call
ahead.
it? Could you call it 2 champions, 1 cup?
I knew we were headed
That's
there.
where
And
it
I didn't
was.
want to. I didn't want to.
Gosh. All right.
Well,
Well, I am Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Cineboiz podcast. We're not a sports podcast. Typically not a feces podcast either. But
hit that subscribe
speaking hit that subscribe button. Speaking of taking a shit in the Stanley Cup, we got our good friend Kevin here. Hey, Kevin.
thanks for that. I do love to shit in cups, so
Fair.
good transition.
I'm pretty sure if we had any new listeners, they are now gone.
Yeah,
So,
tough.
but
or we
Tough
just
week
hit a
for
really
listeners.
definite
Niche
market.
yeah,
I feel like
real
God's
niche.
grandpa is probably telling all his friends right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure on the preview of this on Instagram, the picture that I usually post every week, there will just be a picture of the Stanley Cup, and people are gonna be like, "What?" And then they're gonna hear that, and they're gonna
Maybe some poop.
think twice about listening to us again. But anyways, Kevin, what are you big on this week?
I hate that we're not a sports podcast because I'm big on sports. You know?
Dude,
I like sports.
It's
Lots
that-
of sports. NBA playoffs,
Mhm.
little international football,
mm-hmm.
hockey, whatever. You know, shitting in cups. That's cool. But I'm just I'm watching sports all the time. In fact, 2 days ago, I was not watching sports. I was upstairs in this office playing around on the computer, and Amy couldn't find me because she looked downstairs where the TV is and saw I wasn't watching sports and was like, "Well, where the hell is he?" Didn't even think to check here where I keep a computer and books and stuff.
He must be
Sick.
dead.
She just assumed the worst. Correct.
You just left her. She's like, he left. He went out for that pack of
There's an
cigarettes and
NBA
he's never
game
going
on
to come
and he's-
back.
Yeah, there's an NBA game on and he's not watching it, so he must have left forever.
Yeah, well,
So that's where I'm at in my marriage.
that's cool. That's cool. Well,
Yeah.
thanks, Kev. And then also, we are joined on the East Coast by East Coast Mob, soon to be Nashville Mob. Mob, how are you today?
Oh, I'm great. Well, how long is it going to take people to realize that, like, when you say soon to me Nashville Mob, it's literally a year?
I like
Hey.
the idea of you saying soon to be for
You know,
the
like,
next 12
A
months.
year.
The older you get, the faster time goes. So a year is really not that long anymore. Look, it's what? Tomorrow,
It's almost July.
the day this podcast comes out, it is June 28th of 2021. Like almost 7 months into that 7th month of 2021. Like 2020 is in the rear window, and that seems like it was just yesterday. So I mean, I think it's going to be here before you know it. So it's soon to be Nashville Mob, and we're going to say that until you move to Nashville, and then we will say formerly
it'll
East Coast Mob.
And then it'll still be soon to be Nashville Mob. And then I'll move away from Nashville, and it'll still be soon to be
No.
Nashville Mob.
No, Mob, enough of this. What are you big on?
So I've got two things that I'm big on. They go kind of hand in hand, and I'm going to go off of what Frozen Kevin said a little bit. It's not exactly sports, but I'm just big on Simone Biles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's been clips of her doing her thing, and she's so good at it. Like, I wish I was 10% as good at something as she is. And then I realized I am. And what that is the other thing I'm big on, which is catching L's on the Sneakers app. I am so good at losing draws on the Sneakers app. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh,
Do we lose Kevin?
so we're having some technical difficulties with Kevin. Kevin, are you?
Hate to see that. Hate to see that.
Oh man,
I'm here. Can you see me?
we can hear you. We can now see you,
Picture is tough.
but it is moving a little slow.
Hmm.
Hey, that's okay though.
Don't like to see that.
I think it's starting
Well-
to catch up to you a little bit there.
Well, I don't know what happened. My internet just dropped for a minute. Now it's back.
All right. Well, welcome back, Kevin. Good to see you. All right. Well, cool, Mob. Catching L's on the Sneakers app. I'm gonna just pretend like I know what that is.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to start posting my L's as well because
What
I
is
get to
this?
about
And
every
So-
how do you hear about this? To
So,
begin with?
okay. The Sneakers
app.
app is a Nike app that they release like rare shoes on.
Oh.
Rare.
the most rigged thing on the planet.
Yeah.
More than
And so, like, every day at 10 o'clock, certain shoes drop and you join a draw. There, you have 10 minutes to join,
Mhm.
and then you wait and see if you won or not. For me, I join, and then I just automatically know I'm not going to have been selected in the draw. And it's
Yeah.
like a selection for your chance to buy the shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not like they're just giving away shoes,
All right.
but
Hmm.
yeah, that's what the Sneakers app is.
Well-
And
Gotcha.
I'm so good at losing.
Well, let me ask you this: are you, whenever you do that, do you just assume you are gonna get picked?
No, I assume I'm not going to get picked.
Okay.
In fact, if I
Okay.
get picked at this point, I think I'm going to be upset.
I don't know that
because
I've
this is the
ever
only constant thing in my life at this moment.
I've never seen anybody actually get picked. I've only seen people post them not getting picked. The day I
Huh.
see someone get picked, I'll be kind of freaked out because I just assume they're going to the same like 15 shoe dealers. Like, wasn't there a big scandal with one of the Nike execs, like sons or something, a couple months ago?
I don't know. I just know I saw a guy in the Dallas airport wearing one of the shoes that I really wanted, and his girlfriend also had a pair. So people are getting them somehow.
Wow. Okay.
That pisses me off.
This probably comes from rich Dallas oil money, and he was able to get them.
Yeah, that's
Probably
it.
knows somebody who knows somebody. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Mob. And then we got our good friend, good softball fan, Tom. Tom,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, man. What are you big on this week?
So this week, I don't know if you boys have been following this, but this past week, the intelligence community has recently released a report
Mm-hmm.
on UFOs
Mhm.
and the classifications that they have been assigning these sightings by the U.S. military since like 2004. So it's just further confirmation that UFOs are real. Alien life could be out there. We don't really know, or it could be something else. But I am following this stuff like a hawk. I'm super in. I can't say for sure one way or the other what I think something is,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely think that there are things out there that are worth investigating. And so this thing I'm very big on.
So,
I think it's.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's so funny that they've chosen like the last 18 months to release all this. It's like the Newsday equivalent of dropping something at 4 p.m. on a Friday. We're just dumping all this stuff
Yeah.
in a time when we have so much other terrible things going on. People like, was it last summer they basically admitted UFOs were real, and
It was
people just,
actually,
like,
I
didn't
remember
care.
the first like legitimate kind of admission of it was like December of 2017.
So like
The
7
Defense
months
Department
ago.
came out 2017.
Oh, 17.
So it's been a few years, but like it still is like that's kind of recent. Like they actually came out and like admitted, hey, we've actually been studying this stuff for a while now. There is something happening, but we just can't for sure say what it is yet.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw one like last week that really.
A UFO?
You saw one?
Like a video. Sorry, I should have prefaced that. Video on the internet. I did not see one. I don't think UFOs are flying over Columbia. There's not a lot to do here. If I were an alien,
No.
we do have that reactor, so who knows?
That's
They do
true.
get spotted around those.
That kind of scares me.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is scientific fact.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks, Tom. Well,
Yeah.
guys, let me tell you what I'm big on. I feel like the past probably like 5-6 weeks, we've been like, are theaters back? Like, are they? Because everyone's getting vaccinated, things are opening back up. I can confirm, as of today, that movie theaters are back. I went and saw Fast 9 this morning in a packed movie theater.
Wow.
Packed?
It was
On a
packed.
Sunday?
Packed on a
Sunday
Sunday.
morning?
Well, late morning. So it's like 11:40. So
Still, that's weird.
it was packed. It was awesome.
You saw it yesterday, Tom, right?
I haven't seen it yet. I thought about going Friday after work, but then I decided not to.
I can confirm it is a piece of shit.
That's
However,
what I heard.
it's a
First
lot of.
is good.
It's
Worst one.
still fun.
Okay, good.
Still fun. You're still gonna have a good time, guaranteed.
I would take so many more franchises over Fast and Furious.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Crazy.
Here's the thing: I was watching it, and I won't spoil anything. I did enjoy it, but I realized it's the same old shit. There's nothing new is being invented here. On top of that, I don't really know if they're going for emotions at all, but I feel like they've just ripped emotion out of the movie completely. They're like, hey, let's just have stuff run into other stuff and then blow up a lot of other stuff as well. And
That's
it works.
what it should be.
It works.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cheesy when they were like, "We're a family and everything's family," and it's like, no, just take cars.
Well,
into
they
space,
do
jump 'em off
say
helicopters.
family a lot.
I know, that's the whole thing.
And
Is it true that they were in space this time?
Can confirm there's a scene that takes place in space.
Nice.
Wow.
Pretty rad. But yes, movie theaters are back. People are going to theaters. Masks are optional if you're vaccinated. The theater I was at, so no one was wearing a mask. I was like, all right, we're back.
I hear everybody in Texas is vaccinated.
It's
Like
true.
everybody.
It's true. If anyone is like, hey, put stuff in my body that the government says I should, it's people of Texas. For sure. 100%. Anyways, cool. Well, I mean, speaking of movie theaters being back, I think it's probably time that we get into some of these box office numbers for the week. What do you guys say?
Let her rip.
I wonder what's number one.
I wonder, right? All right. Well, hey, coming in. Well, let me say.
Should we go start at number one? So
Yeah,
the
let's start at number one. All right,
Yeah.
let's just start at number one because it's going to be a number that it feels like, oh my God, what is COVID? Did that ever happen? Because now we're making money at the movie theater again. Coming in number one, $70 million at the box office this weekend, Fast 9.
Nice.
So you got that. Lots of explosions.
it's been so long. What was a good opening weekend in 20 19.
I will say
Can't
that
remember anymore.
$70 million is a solid opening.
That's still solid,
pretty
but it's not
great.
what it would have done in 2018, probably, right?
Maybe not, but
Would it have cracked 100 million?
yes, it
Depends.
probably would have.
Yeah. I mean, since this is probably one of the, it's not probably, it is the worst rated one they've had in a while. Although if you go out to Rotten Tomatoes, it's like a, what you expect. It's a 59 on the regular score and then 84 on the audience score.
I'm surprised it's 59 because the things I've read about it have been god awful.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that I was expecting. Well, I was honestly expecting like scores in the 30s based on reviews that I had read. And I mean, honestly, if it got scores in the 30s, I wouldn't have been shocked.
I mean, get a load of this headline. NPR, love it or hate it, the Fast and the Furious might be the smartest, dumbest, best, worst franchise that we have.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It really is. It's stupid, dumb, smart fun. Because like you can make a dumb movie and like you can make a really bad movie with the intent of making a good one, and that's where I think really bad movies are born out of. With Fast and Furious, they're just like, look, we're not winning any Oscars here. Let's not try to win any Oscars. Let's like put people's butts in seats and let's have a good time. And Mob loves it. Mob's eating that shit up.
Yep. Love Fast and Furious.
I can see it in your eyes, man. Okay, well, hey,
Super excited about it.
Pretty solid drop off from 1 to 2, though. So coming in at number 2 is A Quiet Place Part 2 with $6.2 million.
Damn.
Still, I mean, it has.
But it's still making.
It's been around for about a month.
Oh yeah, it's been around a while. It has hit the $100 million threshold, so it's made its money.
And it's a great movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but I watched the first one and I'm excited.
I highly recommend it.
And then, I mean, coming in number 3, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, $4.9 million, and who cares?
Who's going to see that?
I don't know. Big time Ryan Reynolds fans. I mean, Ryan Reynolds ain't bad. He's good.
He's okay.
He has a following.
I'll Redbox it.
Yeah, I mean, he's great.
Redbox.
I don't have anything
You still
against
Redbox
Ryan
stuff,
Reynolds.
Tom?
I haven't for a while, but sometimes, the mood strikes me.
Feeling frisky.
Yeah.
Somebody
I don't know where Redbox is anymore.
Ivy.
like every grocery store you go
course.
to,
I mean,
you just
when
don't
was the last
notice them
time-
anymore.
Yeah, when was the last time you looked?
Oh no.
We lost him.
Oh no.
He's frozen again.
Frozen Kevin. I think for the
This keeps
preview
happening. What
for the
I'm gonna-
Instagram
I'm-
preview, I need a Photoshop of like Elsa from Frozen, but we'll put Kevin's face on it.
Frozen Kevin is a top 5 Kevin of mine,
Right. Right.
along with Mustache Kevin. So when you get frozen mustache Kevin, oh,
Yeah.
like look at that face right now. That's just staring at me. It's perfect.
Just so wholesome.
You're
What?
getting a
And
solid
dirty.
deal. We solid? No.
He's still frozen.
Gosh, man. Okay. Well.
Might have to leave and come back.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Hard
hey,
to say.
you do what you need to do, man. We're just gonna soldier on.
Keep it rolling.
And Kevin is gonna come in and out and just kind of come to visit every once in a while. It'll be great. So not a lot of big news this week, but we got the Halloween Kills trailer. Horror Boy, what do you think?
I watched this a lot this past week because I'm like really excited, and I was super happy that they finally released it. I've been looking forward to it for a while, just because I really do like enjoy the franchise. I love the original, and I love the 2018 one. But part of me is apprehensive because it's just like, there's parts of it where it seems like they might be hitting on some like supernatural elements, just because like Jamie Lee Curtis has a line about him like transcending the more that he kills, and it's just like, I don't know if I really want them to like get back into like a supernatural sort of element that they did for a while. And also I was like kind of shocked by like the intensity that they were like revealing in the trailer, which tells me that the actual movie is going to be way more like graphic and intense than I might be ready for. So
It's gonna be nuts, dude.
yeah, it's going to be wild. But I am excited. It's going to be a wild time.
I'm excited for it too. I read something about how it's going to deal a lot with like misinformation and like what you read on like social media.
Yeah, there is like a mob mentality, it looks like, to it that looks like it could get real wild.
I'm into it. I'm
Yeah.
into
You
it.
talking about Babe
Topical.
4?
What's that?
Talking about Babe 4?
Yes, Babe
Pig
4.
in the City?
Yes. Yeah, Pig in the
But,
City
yeah.
2, Babe 4.
I
Not
will
confusing.
say though, like I was kind of apprehensive about the 2018 one as well, and I thought that they knocked it out of the park.
Dude, that one
so-
was great. I saw
It
that
was
one
so
with
good.
Kevin.
and me.
Were you there?
Yeah. I'm
I
glad
honestly
I'm
I
have
thought it was
no idea
Joel.
what we're talking about. This is
It was all
exciting.
4 of us.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Oh,
Tom.
Halloween?
I didn't mean to forget
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we were right in front of some real
Real loud, real
body
talkers.
teenagers. Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was like one of the better experiences because like everyone was just like, getting wild and crazy. And maybe that they weren't really like that in the movie. I don't know. But I had a great time.
Didn't we
Yeah.
see it? Did we see it on Halloween?
No, I think it was opening night though.
Sounds right. It
It
was
was
like
rowdy.
Good.
Yeah. It was kind of rowdy.
Well, that was like the big trailer. We also got a new Shang-Chi trailer this week. Looks good, looks fun. Bringing back Abomination, I think. I thought that's who that was in the trailer. So that's a deep cut, deep
take your word for
MCU
it.
cut right there. So there's that. I think we should talk about our Twitter and Instagram voting this week, though. Because we are going to get into the second half of our 90s draft, which I think is fun because we had like the big like crowd pleasers last week, and then this week's part of the draft is going to be like the deep cuts. Who's got like the better 90s, like, whatever. Anyways, so everybody voted on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much for everyone who voted. It was a runaway. Kevin, you win. So congratulations.
I
It
have
was,
to admit, I voted
I
for
felt
Kevin.
bad. I felt bad for you guys. It
I-
was tough.
I always vote for myself, and I always use the Cineboiz account to vote for myself.
Mob and Kenny got 0 votes on Twitter.
Yeah, no. We
Well,
got,
Tom got 1 vote, and who was that vote, Tom?
I don't
had, to
know.
be, had to be Tom.
yeah,
Probably
it
Laura.
was probably
Yeah, because she
Laura.
loves me.
Probably Laura.
I
I
voted
will
for
say,
Kevin.
I will say, if I was not the one that's a part of this, and it was someone else in my spot, and I had to choose for all these like movies, it would have been really tough because we all picked a lot of really great ones.
Oh, I agree. I
Right.
just think like Kevin's 3 hit a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I got
No
to
one-
pick Goodfellas at the 3rd pick. That didn't make any sense.
No one picked bad movies.
No one
Mhm.
did. Not a single
was
single
tough.
bad note in the
I
bunch.
can't wait for the first bad pick. I can't wait to see what it's going to be. Because someone's going to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
Probably
just gonna
be
try
me.
and go with my heart and go with what I liked.
good. Well, what do you say we
Hopefully like my-
get into it then? The final 3 rounds.
The wheel's already spinning.
Okay.
And it's going to be, it's me. Suck on that, guys.
Oh my gosh, it's
Hate
such
to see
crap.
it, but you love to see
You
it. I didn't
know-
get a first pick last time. So
Okay.
I was, this looks like Kenny.
Yeah, that's
Ken
me.
job.
That's my name.
And
Don't
Luck's
blur it
been
out.
looking up with the wheel lately. Gotta say. And let's see. This looks like it's gonna be Tommy. Tommy. Is this Mob's first ever last pick?
Oh,
I don't know.
Really not.
I just like making up narratives, you know.
I had the last pick in the last round.
Yeah. Who can remember that far
Dingleberry?
back? Not me.
All right. So Kevin, you're going first. You said.
Yep. Me and Tom Mob.
Okay, I'm having trouble here. All right, hang on 1 second. Trying to get my
Your list popping?
Yeah, you know what? What we're gonna do is just we're gonna wing it, and yeah, go for it, Kevin. You're ready. You just do you.
I think I'm gonna take probably the movie that when you were in like middle school and high school, you would have said this is like the best movie of all time. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm going with Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Nice.
That's a solid pick.
It's definitely it's aged a little bit, but I still love it.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you don't have to defend yourself, man. It's okay.
I wouldn't dare. I just like talking about Fight Club, breaking that rule, you know.
Okay. Well, that being said, I'm going to go in the same vein and I'm gonna take 7
Oh, nice.
because I think
Nice.
Also a great
7
movie.
7 is also Fincher, maybe a little better than Fight Club.
I think it's better than Fight Club.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
They're
Hobbs
both
says no.
very good. Both very good. Fight Club's
Yes.
the better movie.
Oh wow,
Mm.
there
a
it is.
split committee. I like it.
All right.
Let's fight.
Who's next?
That'd be Tom.
Me?
Tom.
For my first pick, I'm going to go with Terminator 2 Judgment
Oh,
Day.
that's such a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's such a good pick, bro. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I gotta
Anything to say
say.
about it?
I mean, it's a great movie.
What do you want me to say? It's a good
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I thought we were just like rolling around, like going on with it. Let's do it.
All right.
know.
Tom's not here to waste time, damn it.
Let's
Mom,
go,
make
baby.
your pick.
I was actually super nervous that my pick wouldn't make it here, and alas, it has. Saving Private Ryan.
Dang, I
Nice.
was hoping I'd get back to me.
All
Great,
right.
great rewatchable movie. All-time
Mhm.
TBS.
But I will say that
Yeah.
all 3 movies picked before that were movies that were on my list that I was hoping to pick in a different round. So good job, guys.
All right. We're all on the same page. Okay, cool. So let's recap it. Kevin took Fight Club. Then I took 7. And then Tom came in with Terminator 2. And then Mob took Saving Private Ryan. So what a solid first round. Good stuff. Let's spin that wheel. Who goes first?
I was spinning while you were jabbering on. And first pick goes to Kenny.
All
Hate
right.
to say it. Second pick to me. Third pick to Mob. Fourth to Tommy.
Nice.
I still think it's rigged.
I'm
Notice how Kevin always picks 1 or 2.
always. I think I started at 3 last week, and you let me pick the best.
Okay,
movie
notice how
of the 90s.
Kevin never picks 4.
I actually haven't picked 4 in a while. You probably do.
Fair enough.
Kenny, you're on the clock.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. And I don't know if it's going to be popular, but I am going to take it. And I'm going to go with The Matrix.
Oh, I
thought
had
about
on
it.
This actually,
Yeah,
it's
that's a good pick.
if you didn't grow up in the 90s, you would be like, what am I watching right now? But
Mhm.
for those of us 90s kids,
Yeah.
I mean, it was the movie to watch in when was it, 99?
99.
It came out in 99.
You
Very.
guys have the Matrix video game?
I
Yeah.
remember playing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
It was
So
crazy.
sick, bro. I remember like having sleepovers at my friend's house and playing it till like 3 in.
Yeah.
It hasn't aged well.
No, it doesn't look very good.
No, it
I believe you.
has not aged well at all.
All right. Well,
Moving on.
good pick, Kenny.
Thank you.
Good pick.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab my first Pixar movie of the draft, and I'm gonna take the original Toy Story.
The
Still my favorite.
original.
Still my favorite Pixar movie. Probably nostalgia, but give it to me.
Okay. I'll give it
Still
to
remember seeing it.
You can have it.
Packed house.
I love that movie.
you. Enjoy it.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on. Who's next?
Michael.
Oh, me? Okay. Yeah. A lot of my picks have been taken. That's cool. I'm going to go with The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Dang,
wow.
That's a great pick. I love that movie.
Okay.
Not a Big Lebowski fan, Ken?
No, I like it. It's a good. It's very clearly a. I wouldn't say niche pick, but I would say it is a.
More.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's a cinephile pick.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we
Yeah.
happen to be
makes
cinephiles.
sense.
That's
Love
why we
it.
have this podcast. So. there you
I
go.
think I like the idea of being a cinephile more than being a cinephile.
Okay.
I don't
get
think
that.
I don't think I could be a cinephile.
That's for sure true.
I get it. I get it.
I want to be that, but I'm not.
It's okay, man. Don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up.
No,
All
I'm
right.
not.
Well, go ahead and make your pick then.
Well, my next pick is gonna be Scream.
Scream.
Hey, squeeze.
Love that movie. Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Well,
All right. Well, that's a solid second round. Okay, here we go. Ready?
All right.
So we started this round off with me, and I took The Matrix. and then Kevin took Toy Story, Mob took Big Lebowski, and then Tom took Scream. Man, these are good. These are good lists so far. I think it's a toss-up for. I think it's a toss-up. I don't think there's any clear leader right now.
Definitely a much more just opinion. Like, you're not gonna have a clear-cut leader like last time.
Okay, all right.
Oh, look at Tom. First pick of the sixth round.
Whoa.
That I had. Wild.
That's crazy.
I feel like I'm due for a fourth pick because I was just talking about how I never got it. Mob. Dang it.
Wow.
I can't.
I like
can't
where
pick
this is
for it.
going.
I don't like this. All right, come on. Fine. What are the chances?
Wait, who was that? Last one?
You're third.
I'm
So
third.
did we just snake it?
We might have.
I think we did. No, because I was last round.
Yeah, Kenny's third.
But pretty close.
So
pretty
Mob has
close.
spoke into existence me not picking fourth, and now I'm picking fourth.
Well,
I hate it.
good stuff. Tom, that means you're up, my man.
For my last pick today, I'm going to go with, and I'm really hoping, I can't remember if it was picked last week or not. I don't think it was, but I'm going to go with Reservoir Dogs.
It was not picked last week, so
Was
you're
it Pulp
good.
Fiction last week that was picked?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the pick I
Reservoir
wanted.
Dogs. Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. All right. Good
Did
stuff.
anyone see that headline that Tarantino was thinking about remaking it as his final film and then retiring?
What a
He
waste.
said he didn't do it.
Right.
He said he decided not to do it, obviously.
What
Probably
a
smart.
waste. He's
I mean,
like,
I think he very well should do it, but then
Might
like,
have
make
been.
another one.
why?
Reservoir Dogs
I don't know.
2. They
Did the
stand in
first
a different
time.
room. They stand in a
It's a
different
great
warehouse and kill
movie.
somebody else.
It's a great movie. I don't know.
It is unfortunate because I feel like that's a big sign that, he has no more ideas.
Well, wasn't he
that's a
attached to make
problem.
like a Star Trek movie at one point?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? It was like going to be like an
Uh,
R-rated Star Trek movie.
It actually probably would have been awesome.
Yeah, I
it
was
would've
like,
been
this
amazing.
is the best idea I've ever heard, but never happened.
Hmm.
Well, good solid third pick there, Tom. And then
Thank
that takes us to Mob. Mob.
So many choices.
I know, right?
Yeah, it is hard.
Because it's like, this is the last pick. So I don't, I can't pick another one after this.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I want to go?
Right.
Great
You know?
observation.
It's just tough. I'm going to go speed.
Oh, yeah.
Speed.
Not on my list, but only because I totally forgot about it. Great movie.
Okay. You guys ready for this pick?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good.
If it's not Air Bud, we riot.
It is not Airbud, so
We
go
riot.
ahead and start writing. All right, here we go. Final pick. My final pick. Toy Story 2.
Oh, that's the worst Toy
Yep,
Story.
that's the worst Toy Story.
It's
it's the
definitely
second worst
not.
Toy Story.
Okay.
Okay,
Definitely
Toy Story
not.
4, not
Definitely
or
not.
whatever. It goes 1, 3, 2, 4.
It's definitely
that is the
not.
correct ranking.
I think it's the second best Toy Story. I think the Toy Stories are
No way. It's
in
got its
order of
moments.
release are
It's
good.
Al's Toy Barn's iconic. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the chicken man. That's awesome.
I think
I
I'm
like
right.
Toy Story too.
Yeah, me too, Tom. Thanks.
Love Toy Story 2. Love the Toy Stories except for 4. 4 angered me.
4 was
but it is the
bad.
worst
I haven't
of the
seen it.
3.
4 was tough.
4 was okay.
4 was
It wasn't
tough.
horrible.
Yeah, but it just totally different. We can get into a whole.
There will
Toy
not be a Toy Story 5. We'll just say
Correct.
I wouldn't say that.
We also
There
didn't
could
think
be.
there was gonna be a Toy Story 4.
That's true.
Correct.
It's true.
That's true.
Seemed like they tied it up.
Nah, maybe I should have took a Bug's Life.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hey, I'm still on the clock. Nah,
A Bug's Life. Very underrated Pixar movie.
Yeah.
great
It is
Pixar
pretty
movie.
underrated. Of all the ones they could have made a second one, Bug's Life could have been a decent second movie. But
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that fat German caterpillar flying around.
I'm like,
Who was asking for Cars 2?
Yeah, no one was asking
Or
for
three.
Cars 2.
asking for planes.
Yeah, nobody was like, I haven't
Clamoring
even
for
seen
planes.
Cars.
Give us a Bug's Life 2.
Yeah, I don't think it's too late to
Fun.
ask.
I do remember this in the Toy Story 2, like bloopers in the credits. It made it seem like there was gonna be a Bug's Life 2, and then
Yeah.
it's like,
That's
Remember how at that time you had A Bug's Life and you had ants dueling, and now it's like kind of weird because it was Woody Allen and Kevin Spacey were both in each of those movies.
Dude,
Wow.
It's kind of like weird to think about now.
Who was Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey's the grasshopper.
He was Hopper.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've seen Bug's Life.
Yeah.
More than a minute.
Yeah, that did. Hey, he's gonna be
Easily
in a
that
movie
guy.
though, an
Is he?
Italian film.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, Italian movie star. He's fulfilling the role of Leo DiCaprio in what's that one Tarantino movie that just came out? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Wait, what?
Oh, you mean like the
He had
character
to leave America to go.
Oh,
after
I
him.
see what
He
you're
goes,
saying.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He gets
I was-
washed up and has
Not
to go to
DiCaprio
Italy.
himself.
First of
Yeah.
all, how do you replace somebody in a movie that already came out? I
That
don't
would
get
be-
that.
Something.
Well, hey, that brings us to the final pick of the draft.
Mr. Irrelevant.
So, Kevin, you got to make that pick, dude. You got to do it. You got to make the pick, bro.
I venture to guess maybe all of you haven't even seen this movie.
Oh, deep
I don't
cut.
know. Actually, shoot, I shouldn't pick that. That's a crazy pick.
I want to know what it was going to be though.
Why not? I love this movie, and it's gonna not play well in the graphic because I just feel like it wasn't huge in the '90s, but it was nominated for stuff. I'm going L.A. Confidential.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. Good.
Solid.
I don't know
Deep
why I
cut.
was afraid.
Deep cut, but good movie.
Yeah, a little deep. I wanted to go deeper for that last pick.
Yeah,
It was nominated for Best Picture. How deep could it be?
you're right. You're right.
I think it won. It won a couple Academy Awards, like Best Actress maybe.
It might have.
Let's check this out.
It could have. Well, hey. Here's
Not ruling it out.
Well, everyone's going to be able to vote this week on Twitter and Instagram who won the second half of the draft. Maybe we should call it like the reserve draft. I don't know. But people are going to be like, oh, this was a 90s draft. How come you guys didn't pick like Jurassic Park or Titanic? And it's like, well, we already did. You need to listen to our podcast and follow us on social media. So, I don't know. But we'll make it clear that.
Kim Basinger won Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah, it lost
for LA
it lost
Confidential.
everything to Titanic that year.
Yeah, tough
classic.
year to be nominated.
Oh, yeah.
Tough year. It's
Real
tough
tough
year. Real tough year, that 1997. Am I
Put
right?
out some of your honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
So many.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised a single Michael Bay 90s movie didn't make it on there. Because that was like the heyday of Michael Bay movies.
I was close to picking Sandlot.
I was close to picking Hook.
Mm.
I was also in on maybe some Jerry Maguire.
Mm.
Maybe some.
I thought about The Usual Suspects at one point.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire was probably on there for me.
What was
as
the
well.
worst movie on your list that you wanted to pick?
Worst
Mine-
movie
Mine
as
was
a
Home Alone.
joke or like
don't know, it's a
a
joke.
movie
I
that
just-
you think is actually good but you didn't
I just
because
really
like,
wanted to pick Home Alone, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
That's a good one though.
yeah.
It would have played better on the graphic than LA County.
Die Hard with a
Yeah.
Vengeance, which is the best Die Hard movie.
Maybe.
Me and Do You Like Apples agree on this. So shout
I bet
out
if
to them.
if someone had picked Rushmore, they would have gotten Do You Like Apple's vote for that.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I almost
Oh,
did.
Bottle Rocket.
I almost did pick Bottle Rocket as one because I
Okay.
think that's pretty good.
It is a good movie.
I couldn't.
I'm
tell
just
you
trying to
what-
sound like a snob.
Kenny, haven't you not seen Bottle Rocket?
No, I've seen Bottle Rocket.
What have you not seen Rushmore? I feel like you.
I've
didn't
not
see
seen
one of them.
Rushmore.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
that
Rushmore.
surprised me. Really? Oh, I
Never
love
seen Rushmore.
I couldn't
Filmed
tell
in
you
Houston.
what Bottle Rocket was about. I just know
They're
that
like
stuff happened.
brothers planning a heist of some kind, right?
Yeah.
Like a robbery.
The only scene I really remember is he's like at a motel and I think he sleeps with the maid, and that's about all I can recall.
Would
from the
you
movie.
say that about most Wes Anderson movies? I don't know really what it's about.
Well,
That's a good, but this more than most.
well, Wes Anderson movies have become a lot more. They've become a lot more stylish than they used to be. Now it's all like
Yeah.
center frame, a lot of colors, pastels.
It's always been that way, but he's ramped it up.
Yeah, but
Since
like,
he's
you
become,
watch
like, a
Bottle
thing.
Rocket, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like that at all.
Bottle Rocket's almost like a home movie.
Yeah,
Like for me, the perfect balance was I thought Grand Budapest Hotel is when he finally tipped over the edge of like this is too much a little bit. That's when he started getting kind of mainstream recognition. I feel like,
yeah.
and it was like I'd like to go back a ways.
Yeah.
Back to the roots.
Well,
Just
cool.
Give me more Life Aquatic, always.
Yeah, man.
Well, guys, again, you can vote. You can look for our picks on Twitter and Instagram this week. Be sure to vote, and don't vote for Kevin because he already won. He doesn't deserve to win again. So
I don't think I have the best lineup this week. I'll just say that.
I think it's anybody's game this week. In all honesty,
It's all preference, but
yeah.
I'm from the Hick this week.
Well, cool. Thanks, guys. So I do need to say that I owe Tom an apology.
We all do.
Because last week we just ended the show right after the draft, even though we weren't supposed to, because we didn't even get to trivia and movie anniversaries yet. Mob, you got something to say?
To be fair, Tom said nothing.
I didn't
Yeah.
say either.
See,
That's
when Tom
true.
didn't say anything, I thought we had
Because
pre-agreed
I also
upon
was
something.
thinking like this actually is flowing very well. Should I say anything, or is this gonna like ruin everything? So then I just decided to stay quiet.
Really, it's Kenny's fault. We can all agree.
So it's my fault. I would say it's my fault because I am the captain of this ship, and
Head boy.
and I let you down, and I'm sorry. And this week I'm not letting you down. Let's do some movie trivia. What do you got for
Let's
us?
do some movie trivia. Well, I thought, to celebrate Father's Day, that was last week, I thought it'd be fun to do some trivia of one of America's favorite dads, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So
That's
I got
not
some
who I thought you were going to say at all. but
Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia. Well, who'd you think I was going to say?
I don't know. Some
Michael
more of a
Keaton.
tradition.
America's
Michael Keaton?
Instagram
No.
dad, Michael Keaton.
No, not
If you
at
haven't
all.
heard that article on Cork Bats, go back to about July of 2020 and read that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Continue.
Yeah. All righty. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Probably going to be super hard. Our
Great.
first question. Schwarzenegger was Mr. Olympia for 6 years in a row. What was that time frame? Was it 64 to 70, 70 to 76, 60 to 66, 74 to 80, or 80 to 86?
I'm gonna say
Surely not the 60s, but maybe that makes me think it is the 60s.
I'm gonna say 70 to 76. Was
That's
I'll
what
go
I-
with B, Bob.
Yeah, was that B? I like that answer too. It means we'll get it wrong.
Yes.
You are correct. 1970 to
Yes.
1976.
If he was
Nailed
in the
it.
60s, I was gonna jump out of window.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be too old. But
Our next question. Which film of his is the oldest? Is it Conan the Barbarian, Predator, Red Sonja, Terminator, or Last Action Hero?
it's definitely not Last
Terminator,
Action
right?
Hero.
I'm going to go with Red Sonja, Bob.
Yeah, I like that because I've never even heard of it.
I'm gonna
So-
say Conan just to be different,
Yeah.
but I don't
Mine
know
felt
for
like
sure.
80s flick, right?
The answer is Conan the Barbarian.
I am perfect.
I'd never heard of Red
Oldest.
Sonja
What
either.
year was that?
That's the only reason I picked it.
Yeah.
Conan came out in like the late 70s.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact
Right
year.
after Hercules in New York.
That's
You guys
right.
ever watch Conan the Barbarian on like Cartoon Network or whatever that was?
Mm-mm.
It was
No.
bad. It was bad.
There was a
Negative
cartoon.
Ghost Rider.
There was a cartoon. I was at some point in middle school.
Are you? Oh, okay. No, I don't remember that.
Cool. All right.
Came on after Kim Possible.
That's
I
Disney.
thought that was
bro.
Disney.
Okay, Disney, whatever the channel was. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm just throwing out names.
I think you're
Seeing what
misremembering.
sticks.
That's what I think. But continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it then. Go ahead, Tom.
All right. Our next question. Schwarzenegger largely retired from acting in 2003, but made his comeback in 2012 with which film? Was it The Last Stand, Maggie, Escape Plan, Sabotage, or The Expendables 2?
Expendables 2.
What year was it? What year?
2012.
2012.
That sounds like the Expendables. Expendables 2?
Hold on. Or was it Last Stand?
I
I
think
don't even know what last
I'm gonna
Stand-
say Maggie. No, you know what? I'm gonna say what was the prison one?
Escape Plan.
Escape Plan. I'm choosing that.
I'm still going Expendable 2.
Me too. I've never even heard of a couple of those.
All righty. The answer is Expendables 2.
Ah, yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
remember that being like a big
It was-
deal that he was
yeah.
coming
And
back for a
he's
sequel.
in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was barely in that movie.
Yeah. All righty. We got time for a couple more?
Yeah.
All right. In which movie does he say the following line? You want to be a farmer? Here's a couple of acres. Is it Eraser, Predator, Commando, Last Action Hero, or Total Recall?
No clue.
I'm gonna say Eraser.
I'll say Commando.
I can't. Yeah, I've seen.
I'll say
Commando
Total
enough.
Recall.
No, what if we're all wrong? It'd be funny.
The answer is Last Action Hero.
What? Ah. Okay.
Let's see. This,
I don't know if
this
I've
is,
ever seen Last Action Hero.
oh, that's a great movie. It'd be a good 90s one for a draft. And our final question. What was Arnold's bodybuilding nickname? Was it Mr. Strong, the Austrian Oak, Strong Arnold, Arnie the Big, or Eraser?
I hope it was Arnie the Big. What an original name.
I think it's the Austrian Oak.
That's what I would have guessed,
I'm gonna go with Arnie the Big.
but I'll go with what was like the third or fourth one you said?
Third one is Strong Arnold, and the fourth one is Arnie the Big.
It can't be either of those. It's got to be Austrian Oak, right?
So we all want it to be Arnie the Big, but the answer is the Austrian Oak.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh well.
Yeah.
most boring one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
There's some fun trivia for you.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Arnie the
I learned
Arnie
something
trivia.
today.
America's Dad.
Well, good. All right. Well, let's get into those movie anniversaries.
Alrighty. Happy 5-year anniversary to Independence. Oh, wait. Yeah, Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh, that movie was a piece of shit.
Yeah. I feel like
I
we talked about this one enough that yeah.
that will
we-
go down as the worst movie I've ever seen in theaters.
Didn't you leave the theater, Kenny?
No, I watched the whole thing.
Oh.
Regret it to this day. It was
Because you were with
because
your
like
mom,
I've
right?
Yeah,
seen
you're with your mom, right?
I've seen
Oh, yeah,
worse
with your mom.
movies. I've seen worse movies, and I've probably
Yeah,
seen
they-
worse movies in the theater. But it was like the only time that like I went into it to like be entertained and like something, and it was so bad.
Just none of
It
that.
just I didn't go in with the mindset of like, oh, I know this is gonna be stupid.
Plus, there's always a little bit of a burden when you're watching a movie with someone else that's not like maybe your spouse, that
Yeah.
you just have to like try and like the movie a little bit harder.
Yeah,
Like if you're just with yourself,
Yep.
you can like, I'll freely admit to myself, this blows.
yeah.
But
it was-
if I'm like with somebody, I'll like give it a couple more chances and hope.
well, even my mom when we were walking out of the theater just goes, "That wasn't very good." So like, it wasn't good. It was a bad movie.
Yeah. That's too
Yeah.
bad. Happy 10-year anniversary to Transformers Dark of the Moon. So another stinker.
They did just announce the newest Transformers
saw
movie
that.
coming out soon.
Was Dark Side of the Moon, was that the second one?
No, that's that
third
Pink.
one?
That's Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
All right.
Dark of
Dark
the Moon.
of the Moon. Sorry.
It's a dumb title.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Remember how I don't maybe I was hyped up for that first Transformers. Like it was a big
Oh, that was
deal.
a big
At
deal.
first
I was
Yeah.
hyped up for the first one and the second one.
Second
And
one
then I
too,
think
yeah.
I realized.
Yeah,
I think
it was
the
about.
second one.
I think it was the about 2 hours into the second one
you
where I
were
was like,
this
"Oh
has
no!"
another 45
I have
minutes.
another hour left.
You
of
were
this
like,
movie.
you were like going in, you were like, I want more Megan Fox, and coming out, you were like, I didn't want more Megan Fox.
Oh no, this is bad. That was my reaction.
Was that the last one that Shia did? Was that one?
I don't
No,
know.
the third one
No,
was
he
the
did
last
Dark
one
of the
he did.
Moon.
I'm guessing Megan Fox didn't do the third one.
No, she did
I
not.
don't think so.
Okay, good for her. She got
Yeah.
out.
Good for her. Her career's really skyrocketed
Taking
since.
off
And then,
with hits like Jennifer's Body and
oh yuck.
whatever else she's done.
The
She was
6
a New
episode
Girl
arc
for a
on
hot
New
minute.
Girl.
Yeah.
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 Some of the worst episodes of New Girl. Anyway,
They didn't know what
we
to do.
digress.
Yeah. And then, a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger talk today. Happy 25-year anniversary to Eraser.
Mm,
We're so old.
And then I've got a few honorable mentions.
yeah.
Happy
let's hear 'em.
35-year anniversary to Labyrinth,
Ooh.
Happy- which is a wild movie.
Yes.
I
I
watched.
don't know.
I know a guy that watched that movie when he was smoking weed.
Yikes.
I won't say who. Long time
Over-
ago, that guy did that.
Happy 40th anniversary to For Your Eyes Only and History of the World Part 1. And happy 50th anniversary to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, 50 years.
Wow.
So they're making a prequel with what's his face?
Timmy.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
Yeah, Timmy.
Shamalama Ding Dong. Do we need that?
No,
Do we need
I think
it?
we've had this discussion. Maybe you weren't there that week.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We probably
Do we
don't
need it? No. Am I intrigued? Maybe.
Sure, why not?
I actually think I was here for that. Now that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Oh well. More Willy Wonka talk, please.
That's good stuff. Well,
Let's have a Willy Wonka corner next week. I'll bring the facts.
Fair
You guys
enough.
Bring your ears.
fair enough. Okay. Well, this, I think that pretty much brings us to the end of our episode this week. So, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Again, we are the Cineboiz Podcast, part of the Corkbats Podcast Network. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically anywhere you get podcasts. Be sure to subscribe, rate, review. All that stuff goes a long way for us. Also, if you're watching on the Corkbats YouTube page, again, please consider subscribing. So much good sports content. And, not just sports, but funny sports content. Like, do you like sports? Yeah. Do you like to laugh? Yeah. Then it's a no-brainer. Cool. Anyways, be sure to follow Corkbats on YouTube. Also, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the Cineboiz. As you can see up here, it says at the Cineboiz. Pretty straightforward. And be sure to follow Corkbats on Twitter. Again, hashtag free Corkbats.
I'm starting to get worried that we're in permanent jail.
It might be done, which really sucks.
That's so weird.
Like, think of all the people that probably tweeted out a clip of a UFC fight in our.
Yeah, it sucks. But Corkbats is still alive and kicking. You can also go to corkbats.com, the website. We have one of those. It's pretty sweet. Be sure to check that out. Guys, you got anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
don't think we're forgetting anything. So
All right. Well, it is
outta
time
here.
to move on with our lives. So I will catch you all another time.
Cool.
Deuces.
Namaste.
Bye.
The recording has stopped.